Hi everyone, it's me. So, I know it's been a couple of months, but I have a good reason. School and graduation. But on the side, I've been working on some stuff, and I'm officially part of the National Guard now. So, yay! Other than that, let's go on with sketchbook. Let's see, sketchbook number 3. Yeah, number 3. So this sketchbook was bought from a friend. So my friend gave me this sketchbook for, I think, a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. I can't remember exactly, but she was super nice, and I think she bought it from Barnes & Noble. So yeah. So on to the first page. So we have a little drawing from my friend Tessa. She is a very good best friend of mine. Just little doodles. This one was from her, I think, her boyfriend. Yeah. Just me, Deku, some other friend doodles and all that. So yeah. And then Zenitsu. And so yeah. So for this over here, yeah. I just put random stickers and all that. And then this little card up here was from my friend. So yeah, she was super nice into giving me this because during that time I was having a very bad day, and she gladly gave it to me. So on to the second page. This is Shinobu, obviously, and then a little note from my teacher of Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. Awesome teacher, very nice. So yeah, I know it looks wonky, but I tried my best, okay? And then it's like little Deku and me talking and all that shit. That's me again saying yippee. Okay, so my first page, it's Tanjiro. It's not exactly as I thought it was gonna be, but I love it because on another sketchbook I tried to do the background, it was terrible, but this time I managed to do it and I love it. And you can see the purple outline. This is construction paper, and what I used to do was sketch it, cut it, and then paint it, and then do the little shading. So yeah, I love this piece, but I could have used like a little bit more shading here, but it's okay. So I was trying to draw something for my parents, and so yeah, skip that. Oh, and Toga. So about this, I tried my really hardest on this one because someone requested it for me, and I wanted to impress them and all that. I think it's good, but the only thing that I kind of wished would be better was her hair, especially her bangs over here. It doesn't look as bad, but if I put it like this, you would automatically see how it's like a bit weird, a bit wonky. But other than that, I absolutely love this piece. Okay, some little notes. And then, of course, we got Bakugo here. For Bakugo, I have no bad comments because honestly, it wasn't really as bad as I thought I would be drawing his hair, because I thought that'd be the hardest part. It wasn't the hardest part, but I do kind of wish that this would pop out more, because I tried my hardest to like make it look, you know, visible as possible, but some people were like, why is it all black? So I'm like, oh man. And of course we have Deku. No bad comments either, because this was my first time using gouache. So yeah, it wasn't as bad, but when I looked at the reference picture, I noticed it was there was a filter there. So I'm like, oh, that's why it turned out like weirdly gray and not white. But other than that, it looks perfectly good, especially the hair. And we have a popular artist called, I want to pronounce it Yami. I can't remember, but it's spelled out like this. I like their music. It's very good, very upbeat. So yeah, she's kind of like Miku, but it's not Miku, you know? Yeah. And we have Nana Osaki. Yeah, Nana Osaki. I have been trying my hardest to not see spoilers and see the anime, which was really hard. But I like her. She's very cool. She's awesome. Okay, so we have Miku here. I included this little penguin because, you know, blue, blue, blue. I think this was, I want to say, my 3rd time using gouache. But other than that, it looks pretty good. These are some doodles that I did in school. Here's, can't remember her name, but it was Shinobu's sister, Meat City, and then the initial D, and then Candy Candy, a little jellyfish, and some eyes. And yeah, and Tsutsui. Of course, Tsutsui is there. And then we have Mochiro. I love how it turned out, but I kind of wish that his eye was like, you know, the same height and not like obscured. So yeah, but other than that, it looks really good. Zenitsu. I kind of don't like how his face looks. It looks a bit weird for me. If you think it's good, it's fine, but for me it kind of looks a bit wonky, especially with how his, not eyes, but his head looks. Other than that, it looks good. We have Shinobu. I absolutely love this piece. I loved how it turned out, how the shading was, and how the coloring was. It turned out really good, and I thought it was going to be a lot harder, but it wasn't. The only thing that I kind of don't like is her head on this one. Like, I tried to do her side profile, and it looked a bit wonky, but other than that, I think it's fine. And if you're wondering why I didn't color or shade Doma and it's just a sketch, I don't like Doma. That's the only reason why I didn't color him. I don't like him. To me, he's very weird, so yeah. And of course we have sketches of Yuzuku Midoriya. Okay, this is a card. An old poker card. I just painted him white, sketched it, and then did like the outline. So yeah. Oh, and we have this doodle, so it pops off, including the star. Hold on. Including the star, yeah. And then I tried to do like a 3D effect on the eyes, but it didn't work as I thought it would be. But other than that, it looks pretty good. And then we have Sonic. This piece I absolutely love because I wanted to draw a chibi Sonic here. And yeah, I like the coloring, I like the little stars. I just love this piece. I will rate this like 9 out of 10 because I like Sonic. That's the reason why I made this piece, and I made little chibi Sonic. And Danny Trejo. If you guys have my Instagram, you would know why I made this piece. So, little backstory. I was at a convention, AnimeCon, I think, and we saw on the list that he would be here, me and my friend Tessa. So I was like, oh wow, I should draw him. So when I was drawing him, I was trying to put every single little detail so it would look like him. I made his tattoos, I made the jacket, the hair, the eyes, the mustache. I like the mustache. While we were in line, a lot of people saw this drawing and were complimenting me. I was like a little surprised that they liked it because I thought they wouldn't like it or they'd be very judgmental about it. But no, everyone in the line was really nice. And then finally, it was my turn to come up. And so the craziest thing happened was I didn't have cash, but thankfully my friend had cash for pictures only. Pictures were $40. And then for autographs were $60. So I was like, okay, I would just take a picture. So I went and asked him for a picture with my drawing. He took my sketchbook and showed it to the entire people who were in line. I was so red that I couldn't even believe what he did. And when he turned it around and showed it to everyone, everyone was like cheering for me, applauding how good it was. And now I'm not exaggerating. You can ask my best friend. You can even tell Danny if that was true. He would say yes. And so after he sat back down and looked at me, I asked him if I could take a picture. I think he said it in a wrong way because he took it in the wrong way because instead of like taking a picture with me, well, he did, but he grabbed one of those photography pictures, one of these, and I was like, I didn't pay for this. He was like, you can have this for free. And I'm like, oh my goodness, are you sure? And he started and proceeded to sign a signature. And I was like, I didn't pay for that. He said, it's fine, it's free, I'm the boss here, you can have it. And I was so excited. And finally he took a picture of me with him, and it was awesome. So yeah, I'm really glad that he signed this. He gave this to me and he signed my art. Really awesome. He's very nice. I would like to do an official art piece for him, you know, just as like a little present to say thank you. But yeah, on with the next one. Oh, another one from AnimeCon. So this, if you can see clearly, well, if you can see at all, it's a signature of Sukuna's voice actor, and it says know your place. So yeah, I really like this art piece. It looks very awesome. I met him when he signed my Uzui drawing, Tengen Uzui, and he said he really liked this piece and he signed it. So I was like, yay. Alright, next we have Shadow. I like this little chibi. He looks adorable. And honestly, there's no bad comments. This was, I think, my first time drawing Shadow, and I think I did a really good job. So yeah. And here's Tsui. I didn't do as much. I just wanted to do like a little sketch because I didn't have any ideas there. So yeah. And here's another School Doodles. This one is just a little chibi girl. I don't know. I think it was from a reference photo, but I can't remember which one. But yeah, here's two Tsuis, Zuku, another candy, and then more Izuku's and Psyche, and yeah, just a lot of doodles that I didn't have. Dipper and Mabel. I like this one because I was like, maybe if I should do like a little reference that it's taped. So yeah, nothing bad. As you can see, I did a little bill here and then a little bill up there. So yeah. Oh, and a little tiny one right there. He's so goofy. But yeah, I like how I drew Dipper and Mabel, how I drew Waddles. Oh, Waddles. So yeah. And then I drew Psyche. Yeah. This again, it's I can't remember what I said last time, but yeah. Construction paper. Yeah. And another drawing that I did of gouache. I kind of don't like how his head is weirdly shaped, but I do like his hair and his antennas. So other than that, it's not as bad. Just wish that I could improve on heads. And here's Amy. I like Amy. Kind of wish that I did her exact pink, but other than that, it's not as bad. I really like it. I really like Amy. She's awesome. Lane. That's just like a little doodle that I did, but I didn't like it, so I switched to this drawing. And this material that I used was the new marker Artix acrylic marker. So yeah, it wasn't bad. This was my first time using it, so I had no idea how to use it, but I really like it. So yeah, just a little test, Psyche, some random eye, Izuku, and then I drew Izuku again, but I kind of don't like how his head is weirdly shaped. But other than that, I love it. I love Izuku, as you can tell. Tsusui, I love this drawing. I rate this a 10 out of 10 because once I figured out how to use it, I just used it for Tsusui. And yeah, I really like how the little star is there. I really like her face, the features, the coloring. It's very smooth. I love it. And of course, I did Zenitsu. No complaints here. I love how the shading is. I love how the pattern is. I love how detailed the little eyes are. 10 out of 10. Psyche. So I was bored a school day and I didn't want to do homework. Let's face it, nobody likes to do homework. So I just decided to draw Psyche. So yeah. And then we did, oh, it's one of my OCs. I can't come up with a name, so if you guys want to comment a name for her, drop it down below. And then we have Luna. And I drew her as in Demon Slayer. And I was thinking it would be a mix of mist breathing and love breathing, but honestly I don't know what her breathing style would be, but you guys can comment down what breathing style she should have. So yeah, another random doodles. The only thing I didn't like was his hair, his head. There's no shading, and I just drew a random frog for nothing. Well, Forg. And then of course we have Eminem. And we have Shinobu again. So I know she looks weird, but it's because of a keychain that I have on my phone, and I just wanted to draw her. So yeah. And of course we have Psyche and Deku in an envelope full of papers that I don't use. And here's another OC that I have, but honestly I don't really pay attention to her because I just don't have a name or a background of her. But you guys can comment down what I should have her background as or what her name should be. And we have Jo Togame. My friend Berlin, shout out to her, wanted me to draw him, so I was like, sure, why not? So I drew him. No bad comments here. I love the hair, I love the sunglasses. I had a little bit of difficulty drawing the glasses, but other than that, it wasn't as bad as I thought. And we have Mitsuri. So for her, I tried my hardest to finish it, but the ink of her skin color was drying out, so I was like, this is gonna be bad. So I honestly stopped working on it for that, and because I was really busy with school. So yeah. And then of course the art contest that I had with my good friend. He challenged me to draw well, we both decided on Itadori, but we changed the plans to have 2 characters, or like just like, you know, have multiple Itadoris. And yeah, I drew Itadori and Sukuna. And yes, I know I said the skin color was wearing off, but I think I used what's it called? I think I used gouache mixed in with the marker. So yeah, it really popped off. I love how Sukuna looks, but I kind of don't like how Itadori's hand looked, so I may still need progress on that, you know, practice. But other than that, love the shading, I love the stance, it looks awesome. And of course we have just like a little mini version of them. And so yeah, unfortunately, I was having so many art blocks that I didn't know what to do on these. So yeah, I had to finish this on the 11th of the month, first day on 2024. So yeah, that's the end of sketchbook number 3. So yeah, other than that, this sketchbook has to be one of my chunkiest ones, if you can see that. All the rest, it wasn't as chunky, but I'm kind of glad that I did this one with a lot of art, a lot of inspiration. It's very chunky, has a lot of art, and yeah. Comment down below if you guys want to see one of my other sketchbooks over here, or to see one of my recent art pieces. So yeah, bye!